relating to you and trying to prevent you from running in to the same fucking fires that I ran into and got burned from and carry scars so deep, no amount of surgery would ever fix it. So this is the aggressive part of how I feel, and we're only halfway through the text. We're going to do this in live action. Because you say down here, oh yes, I think I'm a badass on my podcast. I am a badass on my podcast. Thank you. I'm going to take that as a positive. Even though you said it as a total negative, I'm going to take it as a positive because this is my truth. And for once, I'm going to bring people on that actually live in this house, who actually deal with me on a day-to-day basis, and who actually see what I do on a day-to-day basis just to function. Is it easy to keep my life balanced? Abso-fucking-lutely not. Especially when I wake up in the morning and am sincerely concerned about one of my children, send the most pleasant fucking text message at all times, and this is the answer I get. So let's keep going, all right? So I'm brainwashing her. Okay, cool. Obviously, I didn't brainwash her enough because she still sucks at life. You wonder why everyone fucking hates you. Okay, let me stop you right there. I need to understand where you're coming from. So I go to talk therapy. You say you go to therapy. I didn't ask what kind. It's not my business to know. But so down here at the bottom, you say you're all big badass on your podcast. So is it that I'm a big badass on my podcast, or do I have a lot of haters? I'm confused. Because the podcast is paying the bills, along with Daddy's money, because she's fixing to throw my husband's finances in my face. So I'm skipping along. She's listening to some other podcast because she keeps texting stupid shit. I need you to make sense to me and to the world, because we're doing this in live action. If you want me to not talk about you, you're going to have to get a non-disclosure agreement from a lawyer, and it's going to have to meet with mine, and it's going to have to be on my terms, not yours, because guess what? You're always going to be the fucking child. That's how I feel about that. So, you wonder why everyone fucking hates you. I always say I love a good hater. Because every now and then I come across some really good haters. They're usually Christians. I love them. I love them more than anyone. Because, just like her, they are the most hypocritical and judgmental people on the face of the fucking planet. In the universe, for all of that. The megaverse, if you will. This chick needs a couple of mega pints just to get her mind straight. Put down the weed cart. It's not working. Maybe you should get a new therapist. Or go more frequently. I might want to find out who he or she is, and send this to them. You wonder why everyone fucking hates you. Okay, everyone doesn't hate me. They obviously love me. They're paying my fucking bills. So, I'm a brand ambassador, an author. I make money while I sleep. What else? Oh yeah. Hello, iHeartRadio. Boop, 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 boop. And you know where else I'm headed. So, do I really have haters? People want to know just how much of a survivor I am. They gave me a whole fucking radio show where I could say whatever the hell I want without fear of persecution or fucking up any FCC shit. So, then it says, why everyone hates me. It's because you are so fucking selfish and lie about literally everything to make yourself look better. Okay, let's stop there for a minute. To all my subscribers, y'all already know, but she's a new listener, so I'm going to inform her very quickly. You need to go back and listen to all 19 or 20 now podcast preview. You listen to the one yesterday, so go listen to the other 19 and listen to how much of my shit is out there for the world. I tell on myself more than I tell on anyone, and I don't do it for fucking gratitude. I don't do it to put myself on any kind of pedestal. No one should be ever put on a pedestal, ever. Everyone should remain grounded and balanced. When you start thinking you're higher than the ground, that's when you realize you don't have wings to fucking fly. Stop using that as a fucking piggy bank and go move out with your fucking girlfriend and let dad be happy. I am not even going to touch that subject. First of all, I will say one thing. I do not have a girlfriend. Second of all, my husband has his own words to speak about that. I don't speak about anybody else's stories. I talk about how their actions affect me. That is legal. I have contracts to back it up all day long. I am talking, if you are a part of my life, you're going to get talked about. Comedians, politicians, actors, they've been doing it their whole lives. It's called autobiography. It's called nonfiction. It's called memoirs. It's called vlogging, blogging. I can talk about whoever I want, as long as it is in regards to how it affects me. So, let dad be happy. You know that no, I'm not. I'm going to let him tell you. It's not my story. It is my story to tell, but I'm going to let you hear it from him. No one tells you this shit because everyone is scared of you. I don't know anyone that is scared of me. I know that my youngest daughter, on that one day where you said that shit that you said, she did say that she was in fear of what I did afterwards because I jumped up and raged like the devil, and a growl came out of my soul that I wish I could actually reproduce because it would make really cool music. And then I had to apologize to her because I used my weapons of war against an innocent person, and that person happened to be my young daughter. And we apologized, or I apologized, because going through therapy, if you're going through it right, means that you're reliving every bad thing that's ever happened to you. You have to undo, like, I'm 42. I have to undo 42 years of bad behavior. It takes the brain 30 days to learn a new habit and unlearn a bad one. So every month, I'm working on something new. Therefore, my emotions, because I choose not to be medicated, I choose to self-medicate. Well, now I'm legal to do the 420 here in Texas. I am mentally fit because of this, because of the triggers that I have in my PTSD still that I have to work on. I am now legal to smoke marijuana medicinally, not recreationally. I am so not fake, I don't even feel comfortable smoking illegal weed in my house without a license. That's not my life anymore. That's not who I am. I have been working on self, and I know that Daddy tells you that, and maybe you believe him, maybe you don't. Obviously you don't, because you're telling me all this crazy shit. But you don't live in this house. No one tells you that shit because they're scared of you. Well, bring me somebody that's scared of me, and I will have a conversation with them. You don't have the right to speak on anybody else's behalf but your own. But I am not anymore. I left the house because of your psychotic ass behavior, and I am the happiest I have ever been. Does this sound like a text message from somebody that's happy? I'm asking all the 51 countries now. Thank you all. Does this sound like a text message from somebody that is happy? This is why I have been asking about her mental health. This is why my husband and I have been sitting up for hours. So normally when my husband gets home, he comes upstairs, he takes a shower, he goes downstairs, he cooks dinner, he brings me food because I'm always up here working. Until the wee hours of the morning. Sometimes he's getting up for work and I'm still sitting here working. Our financial piggy bank goes both ways, sweetheart. But you don't live here and you don't ask questions, so you wouldn't know that. You're not happy. You are not happy. I must say it a third time because they say 3 times the charm. I don't believe in luck, but you are not happy. Look in the nearest mirror, even if it's your fucking phone. Look dead into your eyes and see the buckets and fucking your under eyes are so filled with tears and baggage and sorrow and pain and anger and animosity and rage and vengeance and abandonment and anxiety, depression, suicidality. You have all of this in your eyes. That's why I captured at the wedding the most beautiful parts of you. Because I know that you don't see what the rest of the world sees. That's not fake. That's being a fucking mother. I don't want any kids to suffer the way I've ever suffered. And I don't want any parents to suffer the way my husband and I have suffered. Yes, my husband and I suffer from abuse from our children. This is the first example that I am going with. I started the show yesterday. Here we go. I signed a contract that said I was going to talk about my life. Here we go. First text of the morning. Can't even get through it. It's 12:33. I have a client that I got to get ready for in 30 minutes. So I'm going to wrap this shit up. But it is important. We point out to my son, the kids who live in my house now, we point out to them, even the younger one who's super hype and crazy and gets really over exaggerating all the time. We stop her now together. And she'll be like, no, stop. We have to acknowledge the behavior at the time that it's happening. Otherwise, they come back and say, oh no, I didn't say that. You're full of shit. You embellished. You did this. You're fake. You're this. You lie. You're this. You lie. Blah, 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 fucking blah. And then I wake up to this. So, we have decided we are taking our roles back as parents and putting our fucking feet down, making our kids do what the fuck they're supposed to do. That includes the ones who do not fucking live here. I grounded this chick when she was 18 years old because she got a tattoo. It wasn't about the tattoo. It was because I felt left out because that was something special that I wanted to do with my kids. I wanted it to be a tradition that we carried on for generations. I take you to get your first tattoo. You will take your kids and I will be there to get their first tattoos. So forth and so on. Everybody has their traditions. That was something that was so important to me. She felt the need to do it after work with friends. I grounded her. Did she stay in the house? Yes. Does she feel some type of way about it? Yep, she joined the Air Force. How'd that work out for you? Again, I ask you to please look in the mirror because I am reading you your words. I am the happiest I have ever been. That is the most false and fakest statement you or anybody could ever make, including myself. Nobody's the happiest they've ever been. Nobody, and especially you. So, the next part says, I know that your messages are fake.